When I reflect back on it, I realise I never used to do small talk. I wasn't comfortable with it. I thought it was a waste of time, something to get through before the real work of the meeting started. Psychologically, you could probably say I was in my own head more than anything, and that may well be true. But what I came to understand doing the work I do now is that small talk isn't small at all. It's only small when it's a filler. Surface chat about the weekend, the weather, whatever fills the silence. And that's not what I'm talking about. The opening meeting minutes are the ones where we get out of our own world and into our clients. Rush it or skip it, and we rob ourselves of the one thing we most need, the time to get related, to understand where the client's head is at right now, what their week has been like, what's on their mind. And I raise this because the businesses that we work with, the people winning the work are rarely salespeople. They're the engineers, the lawyers, the project managers, the estimators, experts at the work whose work was never selling, and who often treat the start of a client meeting exactly the way I used to, something to get through. And this matters for two reasons. The first is that the rest of the conversation draws on what the client brings, their feelings, their sense of what's happening, what could happen next. Walk straight in and put a number on the table, and that's precisely what you're doing, throwing it at them, rather than working with them. And the second is that some of these meetings surface hard things, a trend heading the wrong way, a decision that hasn't produced what was expected. And you can't just open on a subject like that cold. For years, I couldn't have told you how I do this. I only knew when it had gone well. But it comes down to order. Come into their world before yours. Before a number or recommendation leaves your mouth, ask 2 or 3 questions and mean them. What's had their attention this week? Whether the business feels stretched or flat or busy, what's changed since we last spoke? Open questions, the kind that they can't answer in one word. And then let them talk it out. Don't reach for your agenda the moment there's a gap. Your only job in these first minutes is to get related and find out what's actually happening today, which is often not what was on the agenda when the meeting was booked. And if there's something hard to raise, this is what earns you the standing to raise it. You get related first, and then the difficult conversation has somewhere to stand. And then close the opening simply. Say back what you've heard and agree 1 or 2 things that are worth the time today. And now you're both oriented, you're on the same page, ready for the work that needs both people present, rather than the one presenting and the other receiving. For people whose relationship with their clients is sacred, this isn't a sales technique bolted on. It's the same craft I had to learn myself. Skip the beginning, and the rest of the meeting quietly underperforms until eventually you stop looking forward to the meetings, and so does your client.